Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be looking at what do your parents think of you. So we have 3 piles today, 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp or a donation. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list all in the description box below, or hit that little super thanks button. All those things help me out so much, and thank you all so much for doing any of those things. I really appreciate it. And let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, what do your parents think about you? You could definitely be somebody who loves music a lot. You might live in your own world a little bit as well. You could be somebody who finds a lot of peace in nature. You could bring a lot of peace, a lot of balance, a lot of harmony to situations. They may think that sometimes you do things just to make other people happy because you would like to keep the peace, so you might avoid confrontations at times. But that you're very grounded and stable as well. Showing up. When the going gets tough for anyone in my family, I muster my support and show up for them. Heck, I might even go above and beyond for them. I might go below and through for them. I might even go around and eventually need to stop and ask for directions to get to them, but I'll definitely show up. So, they could definitely feel like at times you do a little bit too much for other people, to the point that it might drive you a bit crazy or have you running in circles and using up all your energy. So in some ways, they might actually like you to put your foot down and tell people, hey, I can't take care of this right now because I need to take care of something that I have going on. And they also want you to know that it's okay to have to take care of something for you once in a while too. Reading between the lines. I am intuitive, and my intuition allows me to hear way more than just words my loved ones are saying. With this power to read between lines, I see that the words I love you might rarely be spoken, but their sentiment lurks in phrases like, I changed your oil, here's that article, did you use up the A1 sauce? So for some of you, your parents may feel like you don't really express that you love them. Or maybe that comes from them as well. Maybe they didn't express they loved you very much, but they went out of their way to do things to show you that they loved you. And you may do the same thing a bit in your life as well. Empath is coming to mind, very intuitive, picking up on what people need and making it happen without anybody saying anything, which a lot of times gets you very little gratitude or recognition. And a lot of times it has you wearing yourself out to take care of others without putting much thought into yourself. So once again, maybe taking some time out to take care of you would be a good thing as well. We have the dolphin and we have the tiger. Very intuitive, very balanced once again. Very balanced in your shadow and in your light side. Very balanced in your masculine and feminine energy. Very instinctive, very intuitive. Very healing in a lot of ways as well, and very knowledgeable, very intelligent. You pick up on things very quickly, very easily. You learn very easily and quickly. You're somebody who may be very playful and very energetic as well. You bring a lot of happiness and joy to the lives of others around you. You definitely do a lot of healing when it comes to people around you. And yourself. The Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So, your parents may also think that you are going through a very rough time right now. You may have just experienced a heartbreak, or you may have just experienced somebody passing away, or, something along those lines. You may have experienced something that brought you a lot of grief and a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. And you've been working behind closed doors to take care of this and to heal, to find that self-love inside of yourself again so that you can give back to others again. So maybe some of that overly doing everything for everyone energy has gone down a little bit because you've been putting into yourself a lot more lately. And they're definitely thinking that that is the best thing for you, and that you shouldn't be feeling very guilty or upset over the fact that you can't be there to be everything for everyone right now. They also think you might be spending a lot of nights alone right now as well. Some of you may actually be drinking a little heavier than normal too. And they really just want you, if you have not set up some boundaries and told people, hey, I got a lot on my plate right now, I can't take care of this for you, they would really like you to do that. And they would also really like you to reach out and ask for help if you need it from other people too, because they may not know exactly what you need or what you'd be willing to accept. And if you do love yourself, then you got to be okay with being receptive to other people helping you out when you got something going on as well. They definitely have a lot of love for you, and they may even, some of them may even be missing you if you have walked away from them because of the need for self-love in your life and because of the need for healing. They may actually be mourning that loss quite a bit more than you realize. And if that's the case, there could be some pride and ego keeping them from speaking up on it as well. And so that's pretty much what I got for this pile. If you guys enjoyed this reading, I would love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might have going on, things like that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So pile 2, what do your parents think about you? There's people passing by my RV right now, so my dogs are going a little nuts in there. Anyway, what do your parents think about you? They may question a lot of the decisions you make or a lot of the people that you have around you. They may also feel like you look at a lot of them with a side eye, like, can I trust you? There might be a little PTSD, paranoia things going on with you or with them. You may actually have a parent who's a little agoraphobic, or maybe somebody that you know is, which means that you don't really like to leave the house or be around people a whole lot. It's kind of a very high level of social anxiety. And you could actually be, I feel like you are kind of the opposite of that. For the majority of the people who pick this pile, you may make a lot of different friends from a lot of different walks of life. You may have a lot of people around you who all look different or who march to the beat of their own drummer kind of thing. They may worry a little bit about the choice in people that you have around you. They also feel like you are somebody who heavily smokes weed. For, I would say, like 98% of this pile. And if that's not you and it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate. But I would say that most of the people who chose this pile probably smoke weed. Very chill, very laid back for the most part. They may actually feel like you can get a little passive aggressive sometimes. You might actually explode on people sometimes because of PTSD or anxiety and the need for some time alone. Graciousness. I connect with the part of myself that makes me feel the most gracious guest I can be. Makes me the most gracious guest I can be. Whether popping over for lunch or staying in the basement during an extended sabbatical, I remain mindful of my impact on my family's personal space and do what I can to minimize my footprint. If only carbon emissions were this mindful. Imagine what a nice time we'd be having with them. So, your parents also think that you are somebody that pays your way wherever you go. You always try to make sure that you are not taking up too much space, that you are not disturbing the area too much, that you're keeping things clean behind yourself, that you're doing a little extra to make sure that you are paying your way in some sort of way. Things like that. You're a very gracious guest, maybe even a very gracious host if they come to visit you as well. You might have actually had to move back in with them at some point. Independence. Hooray! The Independence truck is here, and it has a special delivery just for you. It's time to exercise some creative expression, personal freedom, and heartfelt passion. There's no reason that you have to live your life inside of a box that your family has prescribed for you. Enjoy spreading your wings and flying to some previously unexplored heights. Whether this means following a not necessarily endorsed by mom and dad career path or getting out of the house once a week for a no kids allowed night of freedom. Embrace your independence and you'll be able to joyfully give back to your family with your entire being. If you had to be separated from your parents for some reason, it could have been so that you could find your own wings to fly. Your parents definitely feel like You have a lot of things that you want to do for yourself, a lot of exploring that you want to do, a lot of ideas, a lot of different ways you'd like to live your life, but you may be afraid that they will not agree with the life choices that you have made, and they want you to spread your wings and fly anyway. Yes, they do have some advice to give along the way, but at the same time, don't allow them to hold you back. They will be proud of you for sticking to your guns and going after what is important to you, and they will eventually realize why it's important to you, how it's important to you, and how much it has changed your life to be able to go after what it is that you want to. The Mouse, yeah, that you're a little fearful about going after what it is that you want because you're afraid that you'll lose your parents in some sort of way. They also feel like you're very playful, joyful, fun-loving, happy-go-lucky, that you're very courageous, that you face things very boldly as well. Maybe a little bit meek, though. You may be a little bit meek still, and you may still just be finding your footing on being able to take the reins in certain situations. The Lovers and the Four of Swords. So they also feel like you are somebody, though, who is craving independence. Maybe you broke free from them at some point, moved somewhere else, or maybe you're even looking to move back after moving somewhere else. Maybe they feel like you're also afraid to break free from a relationship and do your own thing, or just do your own thing inside of a relationship. They feel like you're somebody who takes a lot of time for self-care, for mental health, for meditation, prayer. You're a very free person who really does not allow a whole lot to hold you back or hold you down, but you have let them do it before at some point. That you're definitely somebody that is going to stand up for what you believe in and do what you want to do, but at points you have allowed them to hold you back from that, and so they would really like you to continue breaking free regardless of what they think of that. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys, and if you guys enjoyed this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Think about leaving a timestamp or a donation, or hit that super thanks button down there. All those things help me out, and I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for doing that. And I hope you have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3, for you guys, what do your parents think of you? You're a bit strange. You're attracted to things that are a bit strange. You may be attracted to things that are on the darker side. Maybe you had a lot of darker experiences in your childhood. Maybe you grew up with a lot of darkness around you on a regular basis, or just a lot of strange things happening. Strange things are happening to me, ain't no doubt about it. Maybe that you are a little plain for how strange your interests go, or how different your interests are. That you're somebody that brings a lot of hope to people as well. They may also think that you are involved in witchcraft or divination. They think that you are maybe a little obsessed with death as well. Maybe you have seen a lot of things in your lifetime too. Maybe a lot of things that they wish that you never would have seen. Patience. Patience is one of my virtues, whether I realize it or not. I call on it now to soothe my nerves and bolster my stamina. When a trigger arises, I will smile at how unaffected I am. I'm about to display such a magnitude of patience and resilience that my in-laws won't even recognize me, but if they do, I have that backup pirate disguise in the closet. So, you're also somebody extremely patient, and maybe you have dealt with a lot of people who have tried very hard to trigger you into reacting in certain ways because they knew exactly how to get under your skin, but you have learned how to let that go and not let it affect you so much. Tone. I adopt a warm, kind, and loving tone, especially during tense interactions, knowing that hostile tones can escalate civil disagreements into a total apocalyptic meltdown. So I do my best to play the bigger role and keep things calm and loving. My docile tone will remain steadfast, but no promises about the twitching eyeball. What this is reminding me of is That Bitch by B. Miller. You could tell the truth, but as soon as I do, I'm a bitch. So you may be somebody that really has a lot of patience. You're very dedicated to keeping the peace and to being respectful to other people, even when they're disrespectful to you. Make sure that you are calling people on their actions and not allowing them to walk over you. But you can do that in a calm and peaceful and rational tone as well. And I really feel like your parents are very proud of you for being able to learn this skill and develop it further, especially since they may not have had it so much themselves. You're attracted to the darkness, or the darkness is attracted to you because you present so much light. You're definitely somebody very different from the crowd. You stand out very much so. You may actually really enjoy the nighttime as well. You may also be an incredible singer. Your voice may be something that your parents think about a lot. They think about how the beauty that you possess, the voice that you have, the calm disposition that you have can attract a lot of bad things into your life, because you are somebody that is not going to allow The Fixer is the song that's coming to mind right now, The Fixer. Your parents may have actually been addicts, and if not, you were around a lot of addicts when you were growing up, or just codependent in general, codependency or something along those lines, or just very abusiveness going on around you all the time, to where you have learned how to deal with that very effectively, very efficiently. You have a lot of stability, a lot of confidence, a lot of strength in hard times and hardships. You are somebody that is not going to crumble to the ground when something catches you off guard and everything falls apart. You're very strong, you're very determined, you're very action-oriented, and you are somebody that is definitely very mature, very responsible, very reliable. At some points, you may have a few control issues as well that your parents have noticed, where you have a hard time just releasing control and allowing things to play out how they're going to play out. But you're a very responsible and down-to-earth person who takes care of business. You may actually even be creating a business or running a business or be a boss at your job or something along those lines, where you have to give orders a lot. And because of the patience that you have and the ability you have to be able to keep your tone in a good frame of mind, you do a very good job at this. And that's pretty much what I got for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the time, or leave a timestamp, or hit the super thanks button, or leave a donation. All those things are so greatly appreciated, and I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you guys are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.